All right, basically here we are in your living room, and we're here to tell you about how we learned about throttle control, the balance point, and most importantly is engine braking. Let's talk about the balance point. That's probably the hardest to find. Basically, what I would do is I just did wheelie after wheelie after wheelie, and I learned the higher I would get my wheel up, the closer I was to the balance point. Well, the closer I was to the balance point, the longer I would go without acceleration. And eventually when I found the balance point, it was like, dude, you could go forever. I mean, it doesn't matter. You can go 30 miles till you run out of gas, whatever. First gear, it makes no difference. So the balance point's hard to find. It's basically like, a lot of people think that you get to the balance point and you're just gonna flip. Like they think that there's a light switch, a balance point, and then I'm dying, you know. But basically, it's like this. You won't really know what it's like until you get there. And it's actually manageable, it's dealable, it's nice, it's a cool feeling because you're in your wheelie and you feel this weird acceleration, and then it's kind of like it's neutral.
Right. Once you're accelerating your wheelie, a lot of the pressure is put in the palms of your hands to hold your bike. And once you get closer to the balance point, it's almost like it puts the pressure on your butt, and it takes a lot of pressure off your wrist. That's when you know you're getting close to the balance point. That's what I tell people.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's definitely true. And the thing is, the closer you are to the balance point, the longer I would always ride my wheelies every time. You know what I'm saying? The higher I would get the front wheel, the closer I was, I'd ride my wheelies longer and longer and longer. And the next thing you know, I'm at the balance point. And the key is, I was trying to stay at the balance point, and I would try not to move my throttle hand at all because you don't want to pull yourself out. And I'm up there doing my own thing, minding my own business, dude. I'd go forever.
Right. Check this out. If I was to explain the balance point like leaning back in a chair, I wouldn't tell you to just go pushing off like you're doing a back handspring and hoping for the best, unless I wanted to, unless I try to play
my skull open on the concrete.
Right. Well, it does happen, and it happens in wheelies too. We've done it. I've done it. I know you've done it. But just like leaning back in a chair, I want to bring myself back smooth. I'm going to use my feet as an example of the throttle. Pushing myself back is going to be like rolling on the throttle. Well, anytime I bring my weight forward, it's going to be like engine braking. If I give myself too much throttle, I might not have enough motor braking to pull myself back forward. So I want to be smooth on it. I want to bring myself back. I'm in no hurry. I'm going to bring myself back till my body gets light here. And once it gets to a point where I can pick my feet up, I'm at the balance point right here. Well, notice that I'm not going to make a whole lot of movement with my body. I'm not doing this. I mean, it doesn't make sense. You wouldn't do it in your chair. Why do it on the bike? So here I am.
That's true. That's true.
I'm relaxed. I'm not doing anything, but the majority of my weight's focused a little bit forward because if I fall back, I don't really have a whole lot to bring me back to position. But I do have throttle to bring me back to the balance point. So I'm smooth on the throttle till I get back to the balance point. Once I'm here, I'm staying pretty consistent on the throttle. I'm not doing a whole lot of changes here in the right hand.
All right, so talk me through this, Matt. So I'm in my wheelie. I'm in my balance point, right? Oh, let me move up. Ready? How about this? So all right, I'm in my balance point. All right, I'm doing my thing. All right. Say I get a little bit too much. Say I'm going back too far. Okay. Now what do I got to do? I got to close my throttle, right?
Close the throttle.
And I get the engine brake to bring me back.
Right.
Right.
But you see how much it brought you back?
Right.
It brought you back too far.
So when I'm back,
close it,
and then you got to ease back on.
Yeah, you ease it in to get yourself in a position. You're not throwing your body back and forth here. What happens when you come forward, you want to give yourself just enough throttle to bring you back into position.
So it's like gas, off, like that, right? And it just kind of eases on. You want it nice smooth movements. I see what you're saying about being jerky. Like I wouldn't be balancing here and just like expect to be jerky. Like everything, if I want to balance forward or backwards, everything's got to be smooth. Right. And it's the same kind of thing on a bike. That's a good theory there. Yeah. So basically, I mean, it's pretty simple. It's a cool concept that no one really showed me before. It's basically I'm going up, I'm on my gas, I'm on my throttle, and then I do my engine brake. It brings me down. I'm gassing, I'm nice and smooth. I get to my point. I'm at the balance point, I'm finding it, I go too far, engine brake.
But notice the movement that he has there. If he's really abrupt, he's going to bring himself down forward, and he's going to actually have to use a lot more force to bring him back to the balance point. If he brings himself back slowly to where he can find the balance point, the throttle input is very minimal, and it'll keep him really smooth. So let's show him how smooth you can keep this.
Survival reactions is